Okay, 6 Hour Guy here, and I got another review video. This product is brand new from the Sig Armorer, Robert Burke, and this is his version of the Armorer's block. Okay, pretty excited about this, I'm not gonna lie, because this thing does so much more than just a traditional Armorer's block like this. I've been using the Wheeler for years. Basically, it's just got all these cutouts, kind of hold whatever you're working on. It's got all these holes so you can bang pins out, goes through the hole, kind of put pins back in and everything. So that's all this thing does. That's its only function, its only use. This thing here, he's taking it to another level. Okay, this does so much more than just an Armorer's block. P320 specific. It does 10 different tasks. Okay, so we'll go over each one of those individually. We've all heard at one point or another, people have a hard time rotating their takedown lever for different reasons. Shooting is for all ages, so young, old, not everybody has super good grip strength. For me, it's usually on the 320s I get Cerakoted. It's a pretty tight fit inside there. For others, it's the guide rod causing it to turn pretty hard. So in our Armorer's block, we have this cavity right here that looks just like your takedown lever. So what we're going to do is our magazine's out, chamber's clear. We're going to put that onto our takedown lever and just rotate it, just like that. Okay. I'm not sure if this is made of Delrin or whatnot, but it's super smooth and it feels nice and soft. I'm not worried about it scratching up the Cerakote on this, or if you got just metal slide or your polymer grip, going to cause it, get all scratched up. So the extra leverage that you can get on that using this without having to worry about ruining that makes that easy to turn, no matter what the reason is causing it to turn hard. So all right, so we're going to remove our slide, set that to the side. And again, for me, because of the whole Cerakote, sometimes these takedown levers are pretty hard to get out of there. So on my Armorer's block here, we got this pin. Push that right out using that pin. Okay. FCU, then when they Cerakote, it gets all inside the FCU or the grip module here, and it's already a tight fit. All of us know that you got to kind of press this in there. So when you get a Cerakote, it's even a tighter fit. You can get it in there, but you almost rip your fingernails off trying to pull these out. Or sometimes I've used a screwdriver to get underneath there and help pry it out while you're scratching up your grip module. If you want to resell these, it looks like you kicked it down the road, So on this Armorer's block, he's got this cavity here, which if you look at it from an angle, it looks like a wedge or a ramp, So what this does is it slides just like that onto your FCU. And then as you push it in, you can see it, the wedge pried it out. Okay? Just like that. And you just use it to basically pull it right out. So females that shoot, they want to take this stuff apart, breaking nails and chipping nails and all that stuff. You don't even have to touch this thing. It's inside the Armorer's block, and you're just using that to pull it off. Okay? So that's basically 3 functions. I haven't even used this as an Armorer's block yet. Okay? It's pretty awesome. So we're going to set our grip module to the side. And then on this side here, you can see we got 3 cavities. One is for your slide catch, one is for the FCU, and then there's a hole here. Okay? So on your FCU, if you notice, you can set it in there just like that. Fits nice and flush. Nice and flush. Perfect. And what that hole lines up with is your pin for the sear housing. Okay? So some of you that like to strip this all the way down, it's pretty hard getting that pin out of there. You got to use a hammer and a punch. So you just set it on here, smash it out, take your sear housing out, take it all apart, clean it all up, put it back together, and then pound the pin back in. Okay? And you can use this with or without the slide catch on there. So it fits perfect. Another function, so I'm going to take my trigger bar off my trigger real quick. So you have your over travel stop pin here, and then you have, like I just said, your sear housing pin, and then you have your safety lever pin and your sear pivot pin, and also you have your slide catch pin right here. That this pin here fits perfectly for this over travel pin. That's it. It fits perfect in that hole, so you can take that out. You can push all your other pins out with that pin right there. Okay, so basically you can take this whole FCU apart with this one tool. Okay, so there's this part, the slide, which most people don't even think about this, especially when you're trying to develop an armorer's block and a useful tool. So many of us, I'm going to take my guide rod out so it doesn't go flying. Many of us get new back plates. We take out our striker, extractor. We all know about this little pin here that you got to push in. Well, guess what? We got that pin there. Push that right in, slide that right off. Okay, pull our striker right out. And for those of you that like to take the striker apart to clean it up, if you want to replace your striker, whatever, the hardest part is you got to pull this spring down to take those two cups out. Well, trying to hold this, pull that down, and you got two cups. It's impossible without something to hold this. So on our armorer's block, guess what? There's a little cavity here. Fits in it perfect. So when you sit it down on the table here, you can pull down on the spring, the cups are going to fall out. Okay, clean it up, replace the striker, whatever you want to do. Pull your spring down, put your one cup in, put your other cup in, let the spring go, boom, done. Okay, that's awesome. I think my favorite function of this whole armorer's block is this last part. So let me put this back together. We'll put our striker back in. Put our back plate back on. Push in our pin. Guide rod, okay? So X5, Legion's out. Everybody's seeing 1911's guide rod and springs. Okay, these springs come in different weights. The X5 comes with a 12 and 14, I believe. This is a 15. I have 16, 17s, 18s. The higher you go up, the harder it is to get this guide rod in. Okay, hand strength, not everybody has it. So guess what? On our armorer's block, we got this little cutout here. Looks like a half a circle. Guess where that goes? Right over our guide rod. Boom. That easy. That easy right there. So that's pretty awesome. So that's 10 different things that this one little block will do. Okay. He put it on his website today. So if you're interested, you better hurry up and get over there, because I have a feeling they're going to go pretty quick. I hope this review video has been helpful. And once again, thank you for watching.